Hey, Christy Mattoon here with Mind Rewire, back again with Wisdom Code number 10. This is from the section on loss. I actually really like this Wisdom Code, and it's just a colloquial summary of the Buddhist principle of non-attachment. And the Wisdom Code number 10 simply states, you only lose what you cling to. You only lose what you cling to. The harder we try and hold on to stuff, it always just turns into a mess, doesn't it? So this wisdom code, I'm going to just read to you a little bit, and then we're going to put it into Heart Coherence and let it take its hold. It says, from the DNA in our cells and the relationship in our lives to the societies we live in, we are part of a living universe that is in constant motion, appearing, disappearing, and creating dynamic change. Buddhism reminds us that our experience of loss comes from our perceptions of life, our surroundings, relationships, and within the context of that change. As we discovered in part 2, so the last section we did of fear, it is impossible for anything to truly disappear in the sense that it no longer exists or is in annihilation. When we feel that we've lost something or someone, it's less about their disappearance in the world and more about our perception of that disappearance. Our relationships in life are a dance of energy. Can you see yourself like that, in this dance of energy? They are timeless and constant. Sometimes consciously and often not, the partners who dance with us will lead us to achieve our greatest possible destiny or succumb to the depths of our fate. Isn't that interesting? The key here is that the agreement is based on the synergies that overlap in a moment of time. The expectation that our synergy will continue unchanged throughout time, our attachment to the lasting nature of harmony, is why we suffer when it does not. So good. This is so good. I love this. So he talks about balance versus harmony. He says it never fails. Just when you think you've created the perfect balance in your life, when you've checked the virtual boxes on your mental list for the perfect relationship, the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect economic plan for your future, something pops up seemingly from nowhere and changes everything. And while you may be surprised, Mother Nature isn't. We have discovered previously what we experience as balance is temporary, or is a state of temporary harmony that occurs in a world of constant flux. There's a powerful distinction between balance and harmony. In a system of perfect balance, nothing can happen. Think about that for a second. If something is perfectly balanced, what's going on? Nothing. Nothing's going on. Nothing can move and nothing can change because in perfect balance, there is no change. I keep thinking of a scale. I was a baker. I was a pastry chef years ago, and I was just thinking of an old scale and how when you had both sides perfectly balanced when it was weighing something, there was no movement on that scale. It's perfect. It just goes stagnant, right? Because it's perfectly balanced. It's stagnant. In nature, the achievement of balance in a system is the trigger that initiates change in that system. For example, it is not a balance of wildlife that maintains an ecosystem. In a forest, there is rarely a perfect balance between predators and prey. There can't be. The size, location, and resilience of various populations is always changing. Rather, nature strives for harmony in the system. It is this shifting harmony between coyotes and rabbits, for example, or birds and insects, that keep the populations in check, even though their relative size is always changing. The imbalance in the system is what becomes the trigger for change. Does that make sense? So he says, in a similar way, the balance that you may think you're striving for is probably more about harmony. Harmony between family and career, harmony between leisure and work, harmony between partners and friends, or partnerships and friends. And the key to harmony is to make room for change in your life. It's this principle that's the underlying theme of Wisdom Code number 10. Now let me tell you that code again. You only lose what you cling to. So there is more in here that you can read if you have the book and you would like to. Otherwise, I would like you to take a nice big inhale. Close your eyes. As you exhale deeply, we're altering our state of breath. Big inhale. And a nice long deep exhale. And I want you to start shifting your awareness toward your heart space and altering your level of feeling. Go into appreciation or gratitude. Bring all of your awareness into your heart on your last breath. Big inhale. And a nice long deep exhale. And shifting your awareness into your heart. You can roll your eyes down to look towards your heart. Put your hand on your heart. Will bring awareness to it. And with your awareness in your heart space, I want you to look for the light. I want you to look for that light part of you. Seek your spirit while you're here. Feel a level of appreciation maybe that you've never felt before. And in this space, I want you to say, I only lose what I cling to. I only lose what I cling to. Inhaling and exhaling, I only lose what I cling to. You're allowing yourself to release, to let go. Keeping all of your awareness, all of your focus inside your heart space. And from inside your heart, saying to yourself, saying to your spirit, I only lose what I cling to. Let your heart open. See if you can sense harmony. Ask your spirit, what is the difference between balance and harmony, and how do I shift into harmony? Bring a new level of harmony into your physical body. Harmonizing all of your organs, your breath, the beat of your heart. Harmonizing your awareness on your spirit. Stay here as long as you need to. I bless you, and we'll see you again soon.